While the Orioles couldn't pull off a win in Game 3 against the Athletics, there were some takeaways on the pitching front, one of them being Cade Povich's first quality start since April 24th, and the other one being the reality of the closer situation that the O's are in right now. So as always, I'm going to break down some numbers from MLB Statcast, but this time on Cade Povich's most recent outing and Keegan Akin here on Annielytics. Let's jump right in. What made Povich stand out this weekend was his fastball command, something he noted after the game was a key area of focus for him during his rehab assignment. When we've seen the lefty struggle in early parts of the season, his fastball would often land glove side instead of arm side. So for the southpaw, that would mean pitches landing on his right-hand side of the strike zone. But this time out, interim manager Tony Mansolino was pleased with where Povich was locating his fastball.
To me, it's probably the best I've seen him throw the fastball arm side. We talked about it earlier today, to a lot of those right-handed hitters. I feel like a lot of times I've seen him pitch, it's been more glove side fastballs. And, today, the catcher's kind of setting up on the outer third a little bit and let the ball run to the corner. I thought it was really good.
Povich executed his pitches very well on Sunday and also utilized his sinker or two-seam fastball the most since May 28th. Almost half of that offering saw swing and miss with 6 whiffs on 18 pitches. Here you can see the lefty commanding his fastball to his left-hand side of the zone, his arm side. And for those that didn't land in the strike zone, he still got the Athletics lineup to chase on 41% of his four-seamers outside of the zone, the most he's gotten on that pitch all season. We also know that for Povich, some of his best moments last season were in September and October with a .260 ERA in 5 starts. So even though it's not September yet, if last year was any indication, you can count on some continued progress from Povich late into the season. But now that I've broken down some numbers from Povich's most recent excellent outing, let's take a look at some numbers from Keegan Akin. Right now, the O's are working with a close-by-committee mentality after dealing away some relievers at the trade deadline and with Felix Bautista on the injured list. Keegan Akin was unable to get the save on Sunday after walking the leadoff batter and allowing a 2-run RBI double in the 9th. Where Akin has struggled this season is walking batters with a walk rate in the 5th percentile, but where he's thrived is with his changeup. That pitch wasn't as effective on Sunday, but for the course of the season, he's tallied a +5 off-speed run value with that pitch. That's in the 93rd percentile of MLB. But by looking at run value per 100, you're averaging out the pitch to better understand who's most impactful per pitch as opposed to total. For both run value and run value per 100, the higher the number, the more runs prevented. So when we break it down to run value per 100 pitches, Akin is tied for the 3rd best changeup in baseball, with guys like Paul Skeens with a +3.5 run value per 100. Akin's changeup also allows just a .065 opponent batting average and a .087 slugging percentage. Finally, Akin's changeup is the 5th best in the majors in terms of hard hit rate, with just 15.6%. The 2 guys ahead of him are Paul Skeens and Garrett Crochet, to put that into perspective. So despite a blown save for Keegan Akin on Sunday, if he can limit walks, especially off of the leadoff batter, and also execute his changeup very well like he's done for most of 2025, then he's a great option to have for closing out the ballgame for the O's in the remainder of the season.